Hello and welcome to DC Figures and Collectibles. I'm Tyler G of Batman Figs on Instagram as well as Batman TAS Figs on YouTube. And I am joined by my co-host all the way from Stoke-on-Trent, England. It's Scott P. And he is also of at the.batfan on Instagram. How are you doing?
Hello. Hello, I'm doing good, thanks. Hello, everybody. Hello, Tyler. And yeah, how are you doing? You good?
I am doing very well. Even though we're still in the drought, there's not a lot of new product for us to get.
Nope.
I'm managing. How are you doing in this troubled time? In terms of figs,
kind of same as you. Not really a lot happening, to be honest. It's been a pretty quiet week, and yeah, just kind of waiting around now. I think the next big release we've got is the DC Collectibles figures coming out in December, 18th of December. I've seen.
Which one are those?
Okay, so you're looking at Croc, Freeze, Ivy, and
the single release
and Bane. Yeah, the single release ones. It's weird, you know. I was looking today on Amazon. £15.15 on Amazon Prime. Everybody who's from England gets on that deal immediately. I've pre-ordered those three. For some reason, Mr. Freeze isn't on there. I don't know why. He's been left out in the cold.
That's scary. Ooh, touche right there.
No, but I don't get why Mr. Freeze isn't on there, because Ivy, Croc, and Bane are all on there. So I've pre-ordered them immediately because that's a fantastic price.
Is that going to be like exclusive? What did I do?
Yeah, God knows what they're going to do with it. It's very strange that he's not up there at all. He doesn't exist on their site, but you know, I'll pick one up somehow. I've been looking around and it doesn't mention anything on Amazon about it, but on Big Bad Toy Store it's saying that obviously they're all repaints and got new sort of not sculpts, but you know, new sort of colours. So it's going to be interesting. Hopefully they actually get Ivy's colour right this time.
And hopefully their face sculpts. I know that a lot of people didn't like her face sculpt. But
yeah, articulation as well. I hope they change that. I hope they do.
We can't ask too much. But yeah, that is weird about Mr. Freeze. But no old figure hunting for you?
Hunting, yes. I have brought one figure that's slightly old, but I haven't got it yet. So I haven't really been buying any figures as such lately. Been more focusing on accessories at the moment and trying to get a few extra things.
Did you see the new Extreme Sets accessories?
Yes, I did. Yeah. Some of them look very cool, I've got to say.
I'm very tempted to get the couch, especially for my my interview set that I have up, my talk show set up.
Yeah, so just having a look now, they've got some beer cans and stuff like that, some cups, some pretty cool things. I do love their new actual releases as well. Some of the Extreme Sets look fantastic. I love the bar and everything. That looks really good.
I do like that they're not being limited to just doing the dio sets. They got the accessories too. I like that.
Yeah.
I might have to try out the couch.
Yeah, like you said, that couch looks pretty good, to be honest. It's hard to find things that are perfect for 1/12 scale. I find it's very difficult. You can either you get something close, but it's not quite right. So if you look at like the Diamond Select dios, like the Edward Nigma figure that comes with the table, it's not quite right for 1/12 scale figures. You have to kind of prop them up a bit and fudge the scale sometimes. So it is a little bit difficult. But those accessories look really good. I hope they do things like tables and stuff like that. Tables are underrated. Very important accessory table. Been searching for a good table for ages and can't find one. So if Extreme Sets are listening, please make a table.
True. I mean, for a couch, before I knew that they were doing a couch, I was looking in the Barbie section and the doll section, looking for any kind of couch.
Yeah.
So, thank goodness for them.
Yeah, it's
now,
to find.
In terms of toy photography and good weekends, you had an Alfred weekend, right?
Oh, yes. There it is, Alfred weekend, yeah.
Yeah, and you started off with this pick.
Alfred weekend was a lot of fun.
It was fun for us. I enjoyed it.
No, thank you. Yeah, started off with
the Mattel accessory.
Yeah, the obligatory BTAS picture had to be done. could not resist to do that.
And now I love looking at all the things, like even you went with the standard release, not with the new one, with the ab crunch.
Yeah, so I try and keep it streamlined where I can, and also the neck peg doesn't stay in on this figure. This figure is the bat signal figure. So when you pop the head off, the peg comes out still in the head, so you don't have that massive neck Batman. So it can just kind of blue tack onto the top, and then it'll stay there and doesn't look like he's got 20-yard neck. So it looks slightly better, and also it looks more streamlined. Just looks neater and more streamlined in the chair. That horrible ab crunch joint on there.
Only the true collector would know the little details of the differences of the Batman releases. That's just
yeah, just one of those things that we just pick up.
And then, of course, another classic.
Oh, again, that was an obligatory picture, that one.
But
to be done.
It is brilliant, and I love that you even had peeking out the side, the multiple costumes that he has in that set. But I always wanted to see more of that room. If only we could go in there.
Oh, man, it'd be amazing, wouldn't it? I'd love to know how many batsuits he's got in there. It looks like he's got like an infinite amount. It's like an endless corridor.
Yeah, they're not all different versions like the Kenner thought, where it's all different colors. They're all the same.
Oh, that'd be cool. Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah, like you got like Sonar Batman and all those cool ones.
Gold chest.
Yeah, utility belt Batman or whatever it's called. Yeah, that'd be really cool.
And now this one, you're reaching for the heartstrings.
Oh, that one, yeah. And so that picture in the background is from Mask of the Phantasm, and it's when Bruce walks in and he's sort of looking up at the picture of his parents, wondering if he's doing right by them and if this is what they would essentially want him to do with his life. Moving on from them was never going to be an easy process, and obviously Bruce was thinking about becoming Batman at this point, and that's when he looks at the picture with Alfred. And I wanted to try and not necessarily recreate that moment, but sort of encapsulate that sort of feeling with that picture. And and shout out to Articulated Comic Book Art as well for sharing that. That really does mean a lot.
Oh, nice. That's always big. And it's always just a brilliant picture, and anyone also that loves Mask of the Phantasm, they could tell right away. And then this nice little switch up.
Yeah, a little bit different. Just wanted to try something different. That actual day I was watching that, I'd watched a Better World episode from Justice League, so it was like, do you know what, I'm going to try and do the custom figure that not really made. It wasn't difficult to make, just sticking a cape on the anti-fire suit Batman, but I wanted to try and do something different, and because it kind of gets boring just doing Bruce and Alfred shots stuck together a weekend, so wanted to and the final day shake it up a little bit.
And the code is perfect for it as well. The right kind of justice.
Thank you. Yeah.
And then you somehow managed to get all of the different versions of Alfred in from the Mattel as well as the animated. And then you also got a healthy portion of the Bat family, even with the Batman Beyond Mezco in the back.
Yeah, I put that suit in the what you call it, chamber or display, whatever it's called. Yeah, just bob that in there. It's Bruce's latest projects. I figure it'll be around the time he's thinking of moving on. So yeah, when Grayson becomes Batman, he'll have a new suit ready for Terry McGinnis.
And I love that it's Alfred giving a little pep talk. You have all the perfect timely Bat family members there. Perfect timeline.
Yeah.
The display case never gets old. It's just always brilliant in every photo.
Oh, it's hard not to overshoot it, to be honest. It's tempting to do it. But I mean, they're some of my favourite figures, I guess, at the moment. The Damian Wayne's amazing. Batwoman is just, it's one of the best multiverse figures they've done. The best Essentials figure in the Red Hood, and then probably the best multiverse figure in Alfred. And then, had it not been for the cape, I think it'd been one of the best multiverse figures, the Dick Grayson Batman as well. I love the head sculpt on him. Amazing head sculpts.
If only it was a better cape. Yeah, and you're the one that found out that he also looks very close to Brandon Thwaites of Titans.
Oh yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. Yeah. I want to do some more pictures of that. I don't know why I haven't. I need to try and do some more of that.
Well, speaking of beautiful pictures and what looks like beautifully timed, especially in terms of sunset and color, we've talked about this multiple times on the show. I think 2 or 3 times we talked about this castle. But this is probably the best and clearest or closest view we've gotten of it. And this is just a brilliant picture all the way around. Can you tell us about the time of day and all that? You talked to us a little bit about the castle.
Well, that's super kind. Yeah, thank you. And so the time of day, I'll just get the picture of myself on it. So probably see it. Right, okay. So yeah, the time of day I took this was probably maybe about 7. I want to say about 7 o'clock. I took this maybe about 3-4 weeks ago, and just lately I've tried to stagger the posts a lot more and spread things out a little bit more and mix it up. So I'm not shooting the same figure twice within 2 days or twice in the same day. So so it was a late summer evening. And there was people everywhere, man. Honestly, I wanted to do a different angle, but I had to go with this one because there's people getting in the way.
I love this.
So I had, like, over that ridge to the left-hand side, there's like loads of people down there. So I took my own light, one of these little ring lights that I've mentioned before. Took one of those with me.
You went all out.
Put it on Batman, and then just tried to get him in a decent pose and put the castle in the background to make it look a bit like Wayne Manor, which was a cool idea that you came up with as well. But it's perfect nightmare location because you can see the ground around it. It's sort of like that browny colour, it's the sandy colour that obviously is in the nightmare. So yeah, I just wanted to have a go, do something with the nightmare Batman, and then obviously wanted the sunset for like that yellow sky that is in that scene as well.
Yeah, just kissing the rocks too with that nice warmth. I love it. One of my favorite pictures. And then just because you also talked about the table, I also enjoyed this because you don't see many pictures of this guy.
No, Enigma. Enigma.
What do you think of this figure though?
Honestly, I really like the Edward Enigma figure from Gotham. He reminds me of what the Arkham Origins Riddler would look like, and probably does look like. So I've actually displayed him on the Arkham Origins shelf. I like him that much. He's my favourite of the Gotham figures that I've got so far, definitely. And
you've been binge watching the show, right?
Oh yeah, of course. No,
if you did, you'd be a brave man.
Yeah, no, it's cool, and really nice figure. Really is a cool figure, and
the coffee cup is an accessory.
It is, yeah. It's a very nice accessory, that is. And, it won't be the last time it gets used for sure.
Besides the table.
Yeah, definitely.
And do the drawers open on the table?
Unfortunately, not. That'd be cool if they did, but they don't.
With Diamond Select, wouldn't surprise me. They're pretty good.
Yeah, they got some fantastic accessories, and it seemed like they put more effort into the accessories than the figures. And both are great though. Diamond Select do some cool figures. They really do.
Now this one you sent me, and I have to. I absolutely love this.
Oh yeah, that was the most.
This figure, but
that picture was the most fun I've had in a while. Taking a picture, I'm not gonna lie. It was. It took a while to do just to get the perspective right, not necessarily the setup. But so I've got to say a massive thank you to LCMK2 on Instagram. He's a fantastic custom maker. So this is the ice block that Catwoman.
I was going to ask you what that was.
Yeah, so this is the ice block that Catwoman's in. It's fantastic.
Holy crap.
Yeah, it's got beautiful details on it. It's got like a leg hole. I don't know if you can see that there. You can put feet through. It's like cracks in the ice. It's just fantastic. It's perfect for 6-inch figures. And then the spikes as well.
No way.
These are the ice spikes. Got 2 of them. yeah, fantastic. Details immense.
That is
Absolutely
awesome.
brilliant.
He's a customizer.
Yeah, he's a customizer, fantastic prices as well. So even if you're overseas, just message him. He's got fantastic customs, and I brought a few more things off him as well. Brought a Green Lantern fist, which I haven't photographed yet, but certainly will be. See, the best thing about this is anyone who's a DCAU fan will know. If you look at the DC Icons figures, which I accept isn't based obviously on DCAU, so people are going to moan about that. But the colour of them for me isn't right. It's too dark. The green looks the same colour as the costume, and that's never ever been the case with a Green Lantern. It's always a brighter colour, so that colour's absolutely perfect. And upon request, he made an axe as well. Now, if you're a Justice League fan, any Justice League fans name the episode that came from. Challenge you to name the episode in which he used an axe. Justice League fans will know, but yeah, leave us a comment, down below.
And you also, since you showed it off, you happen to show there's another way it could be used, and this is another brilliant shot.
That was
this
fun
is
as
a
well,
good close-up showcase of how good the custom ice is.
It looks brilliant. The ice is fantastic. Yes, you've got a really sort of gritty, extreme sets picture with Freeze and Catwoman, and then now it goes to more of a smooth animated photo. So yeah, it's very versatile, and I absolutely love that ice block. Really do. It's fantastic, and yeah, it won't be the last time that I've used it.
Yeah, I hope you use it more. And luckily, it's the Christmas season, so hopefully you'll be using it. But yeah, you also recently did a really good Justice League photo from one of your favorite episodes.
Yes, yeah. Had that one for a long while and finally uploaded it. Yeah.
You even busted out a Riddler, new Batman Adventure Riddler, and that's probably one of the first she's ever been seen.
Yeah, I made a conscious effort to take more villain and Batman pictures lately. I haven't featured that New Adventures Batman for ages as well, so it was about time I had a picture of those two fighting each other. Well, not fighting each other, but about to fight each other. Yeah, it was about time.
Once you got the new the Justice League one, all bets were off.
Yeah, it was always going to be difficult for every other Batman to get a word in edgeways with that. It was never going to be easy.
Man, I might need to hit up that guy about that ice. That stuff looks amazing.
Yeah, LCMK2. Check him out on Instagram. Great guy. Yeah.
Yeah,
Fantastic. And he's got some great customs, and you've got some great customs as well, which I want to ask you about. And there's one of them. Joker.
Yes.
Yeah, just chilling on the chair, ready to blow Murray's head off. I make no apologies for the spoilers. If you haven't seen Joker yet, it's your fault, not ours.
Yeah. No spoiler warning.
No, if you haven't seen it yet,
get what you deserve.
You get what you fucking deserve. Yeah. But no, that's fantastic picture. I love that how the background looks like it's through a window. Do you know what I mean? That hazy sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that from the Street Dial?
It is. It worked out perfectly. I would like to make a more window seal looking thing just to make it more studio looking, but oh well.
No, it looks great, man. Really enjoyed that.
Thanks. It finally all came together, and I finally felt like it was, like you said, spoilers. If you haven't seen it, it's your fault. I just wanted to. I felt like it was time, and I felt like Lewis had seen it and he had waited a while, so it's time to finally show this stuff.
Definitely, and I want to see someone do a picture of him blowing Murray's head off at some point. I might have a go at doing it, but no one's
I want
done it
someone to do a good, find a good Murray figure and make it custom. I want to see what they use with.
Yes, that'd be brilliant if someone could do that. I'd absolutely love that.
Of all the movies he's been in, I'm surprised Robert De Niro doesn't have a figure.
Oh, so true. I just want to shout out this picture as well. I've seen you use the computer for Hard Act before, and I think it's an absolutely brilliant idea because it looks fantastic. Yeah,
I just used the two things from Extreme Set's Bank Vault set to make
Yeah,
Just
look at that. It looks fantastic, man. I think that's a great idea. Now,
it's good.
I need to find it. Where's the picture? This picture. Here we go. I really like this picture. I think it looks great. I love the rocks that you've got by Batman. It looks, I don't know what it is. It just looks really classic, and yeah, I really enjoy that picture. It looks fantastic.
If only I still had that figure.
So is that a picture that you haven't uploaded, or is it a repost?
It's just an old picture I had in my phone from a long time ago that I took, and
Oh, nice.
I had it in store just because I knew that I would eventually miss that figure, and I did.
I love the head sculpts as well, the Mattel head sculpts. Back in the days when Mattel used to make good figures.
Luckily, I still have that.
Yeah. So throwing around a picture out there. This was amazing, man. I had an idea of doing a shot like this for a while, and I couldn't pull it off, but you've pulled it off fantastically. It looks epic.
Thank you. What's funny is you went from the old Mezco version to what I feel like is the figure that feels the most like it, and that's the new Ninja Turtle Batman with the cape. This one was fun to do because with Photoshop, and like you've talked about before, certain pictures it could definitely look like it doesn't belong or it just sticks out. And
yeah,
the part of the puzzle with Photoshop is the lighting and trying to get it to blend well. And I was actually really happy with this job. Like, this was one of the few times I've done it where it's like, okay, this actually looks good. Most of the times I just post it regardless because like I put so much work into it. Might as well post it. This one I'm actually pretty happy with.
Yeah, it looks fantastic. And, suddenly when you see a Batman like that, why do you need to spend, $100 and $200 on a Batman figure when you've got one like that? I mean, it's fantastic. Yeah, it's just fantastic. Yeah, Mezco aren't always the best. In fact, they're rarely the best. I hate to break it to Mezco fanboys, but yeah, that's a fantastic picture. I just absolutely love that. The sort of glowing of the eyes, the sort of bright of the red. Love it. Absolutely brilliant.
I won't apologize for loving that picture and loving that figure and taking pictures of that. Like you said, it's hard to
Definitely not. Definitely not. And this picture, I love this one. This was a picture I messaged you about, and you were just like, "Oh, I'm not sure if people get it." Like, no, they definitely do get it. I love this one.
As soon as you messaged me, then I knew that it was a good picture.
Well, also, I love it because I think it's the first time I've seen you use the elevator as an elevator. I think it's actually a first time in that. And the response speaks for itself. Nearly a K of likes on that. Fantastic. Really, really is brilliant shot.
I'm glad that people realize where it was from.
I like the lighting on Batman too. I really like the lighting on Batman. When you get that really sort of low elevator yellow light, it's very sort of similar to that. I really like that.
That's a testament to how Extreme Sets made that too. They allowed like that to have nice setup. So it's all them.
And then a big shot. Come on, stupid computer. This picture as well. Fantastic.
Another one that didn't get too much response, but I think it looked like in terms of customs. I think this is one of the better ones.
Well, it just the background that you've used for that. Obviously, I'm not going to ask. Is it outside? Of course it is, but the setting and location is picked out perfectly. It just gives that sort of subway, gritty Gotham feel, and the light in the background especially, which can't see because of my stupid camera angle, but the light in the background looks fantastic. Really, really nice.
Thanks. I'm glad you like it. That custom is done by my cousin. He did the face paint.
You can see the full picture now. It looks brilliant. Very nice Super Sun shot.
Yeah.
Really like that. And 'tis the season, Halloween. Love that picture. I can remember the first time I saw that and I was like, wow, that is incredible.
That was a fun one.
Yeah, and everybody else agreed with me on that because I got nearly 1,500 likes in response. Incredible picture.
I have to do a lot more Halloween ones. I'm thinking of doing one for Batman Forever. The Two-Face.
Yes, that's a cracking idea. This episode 2, Strange Secret of Bruce Wayne. It's going to be an episode we're reviewing next week, and yeah, that's a shot to get in the mood for. Brilliant. Love the detail of Hugo Strange in the background as well.
Yeah, that's about as good as you could get with that. With Hugo Strange made.
Yes. Why hasn't there been a Hugo Strange?
But yeah, I'm not gonna miss the no episode thing too bad. We got the Q&A.
Love that as well, by the way. Woke up to that this morning. Brilliant shot.
That's a hint of what my figure of the week is. One of those.
Oh, excellent.
Yes.
Excellent. But yeah, so that's going to be good fun. And yeah, lots of Halloween stuff planned. Me and Lewis this weekend, we're going to be doing a Halloween theme.
Yeah. Well, is that the official theme? The official
nice
theme?
Pumpkins as well. Honestly, these are one of the worst things I've ever brought. But, you know, I'll figure a way somehow to use them.
Yeah, you're an artist. You figure out a way. Now, is that the official theme? It's just like Halloween in general?
Halloween this weekend with Lewis about the Bat Collector. Can't wait to do that. It's going to be good fun. Really excited.
It's pretty broad, too, so that gives you tons of creative freedom.
There's a fair few different figures that we've used for this, yeah. Yeah, some new figures as well.
My brain's going crazy thinking about different shots.
Have you got some Halloween pictures planned?
Nah, not anything in particular. But I was planning on doing that one shot I told you about right now. But we'll see.
Yes.
Pull that together.
Yeah, I'd love to see you do that. That'd be fantastic. I just wish that could have got that DCAU Grundy, the Mattel one. Really, really wanted to do a picture with him. He's so cool.
That would be nice. It would be nice to have any new DC figure. And there's no word yet on the DC figures from the Adventure Continues.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I'm going to have a look at Big Bad Toy Store. But no, nothing. I was saying, was on about this with Simon, who is our Batman the Animated fan. We've had him on the show before. He's a great guy. I don't understand why at New York Comic Con or San Diego Comic Con, why they haven't shown any sort of BTS stuff that they've got immediately coming out. They showed a Batman figure, which obviously been repainted, but then they've changed that since then as well. So the one they showed on display isn't actually the one we're going to get. We're going to get the one with the ab crunch and a different cape. But looking at Big Bad Toy Store now, it always annoys me that you go on the BTS section and they're not actually part of the BTAS section because they're called the Adventures Continues and they're on a different thing.
So they're on their own thing. Wow.
It's incredibly annoying because you can't actually find them on there. But yes, we've got like the Deathstroke May next year. How can it take them that long to release a figure? April is when we're getting Red Hood and Azrael.
Gosh, that's a while.
Which is ridiculous.
I wonder how many waves of McFarlane we get by the time they make one.
I reckon at least two.
Yeah.
No, probably three actually. Maybe three by then. Maybe three. If what he's saying is true.
I believe it. That's funny.
It'd be cool if we got one a month. That'd be amazing.
But then in terms of DC figures, there's not really too much else on the side of what just dropped, which was the NECA stuff. That was a couple of weeks ago. Yeah,
NECA stuff looks nice. The Predator figure looks good. Not much for the Green Lantern, I'll be honest. The John Stewart head sculpt is revolting. It's awful. Have you seen the beard on that thing? The painting's dreadful.
It's like they just rushed who cares?
Yeah, it just makes me want to vomit. It's not great at all. And the Icon figures are much better, but the Predator looks phenomenal, I've got to say. I just didn't think it would, but it looks fantastic, and that Batman looks so cool. But yeah,
I already looked at the aftermarket prices. It's pretty pricey. All right.
the aftermarket prices are just a joke, aren't they? Like, I hate people that buy them just to scout them. It's so frustrating.
Yeah, but that basically kills my hopes of getting it, unless I find a really good or a trade.
Yeah, true.
But in terms of new figures, I remember Soap Studios teased something a little bit ago, but then they haven't really shown anything.
Oh, yes. That makes me very excited. I love the Soap Studio stuff.
But they haven't shown anything since then.
So I hope we get that Batman. I mean, it's going to take a lot for me to want to buy it because the Mafex one's amazing. But if it does look good, then I'll get it. I think, yeah. But
plus, you got the Mafex with all those cool accessories.
That's the thing as well. Yeah, I mean, Mafex are very clever, and actually, there is one new figure that has come out, and it's from Mafex. The mirror figure. Holy crap, that looks insane.
Is that brand new?
Yeah, it's brand new. I mean, it's not been. It's been sort of revealed, but it was just a grey out figure. It didn't actually have any paint on it. They just kind of said, "Oh, we're doing a mirror figure." Now they've actually painted it, released pictures, and my god, it looks insane. Like it looks just like Amber. It's not like the tacky multiverse one, and they put less than zero effort into it. It looks fantastic. This Medicom toy one does.
Her accessories.
Unreal. Yeah. I mean, that figure makes me want to buy the Black Manta figure as well, even though the multiverse one's amazing.
Yeah. And she looks pretty spot on. I wonder how if that's going to be $100 because it doesn't look like it comes with too much.
It doesn't come with a lot. I think you're buying it for the figure. I know that sounds stupid. You buy figures because the figures. Do you know what I mean? I think you're buying it because of how good the figure looks, and I think that's what it probably is more than anything. But in terms of new figures, not a lot. Although actually, I want to show people this.
I think I saw a flash of the custom.
Yeah, you saw Joker's head pop up. I painted the Joker.
Look how nice that looks.
Yeah, just kind of make it look a little bit more like the movie Joker.
That's clean. As far as paint goes.
Took freaking ages to paint him, and it's still not the best. It's still not quite right. There's some areas on it that I need to repaint. Looking at it now, but yeah,
it's nice on the screen.
I took a few pictures of it, so we'll see how that comes out. But yeah.
How did it take the paint as you were painting? Like, did it soak it up, or did it just sit on top?
Honestly, not well. I did 3 coats of paint on it. I had to let it dry for a couple of hours in between. It took all day, but yeah. I the annoying thing is about the Joker, you can move his legs, no problem. The paint doesn't come off, but the hinge of the elbow catches on the back and on the front. So it scrapes the paint off, which is a bit annoying, but. Yeah, it is what it is. I'd rather just pose him and the paint fall off than just put him in there in a static pose. You know, it's rare DC collectibles make figures. Never mind turning them into statues as well. Can't be doing with that stuff.
Well, hopefully they also. I mean, that's a pretty sick custom. I do hope that they release kind of new Joker figure though. I'll say it every episode. I don't care.
Yeah, I'm so excited about the. Toy era as well, so a Toy era one as well. I can't wait for that. So excited.
Get any news? Any emails?
No, nothing as yet. It's still sold out on. Well, it was as of this morning. It was still sold out on in-demand toys. Yeah, still sold out. It's
good thing you jumped on it.
It's freaking amazing, man. Yeah, it's freaking amazing. Such a cool figure. Can't wait to get it.
And that's supposed to be due at the beginning of next year?
It says December 2019, but I'm probably thinking it will be next year. I think December's a little bit optimistic, but that's what it says now, or sort of, what do you call it, predicted to be December. I think you're probably right. It probably will be next year now. I think it's a little bit too quick.
No. If it says that, I'm with you.
Hopefully it won't be like Hot Toys where they that horrible Mysterio figure, and then with the fishbowl that's like got a big split down the center of the head. That figure's not coming. Yeah, that figure's not coming out until like 2022, I think. Like, what are you doing for 2 years before getting that out? That's crazy.
I even bothered at that point. Yeah. People forget that he was in the movie.
Well, that's it. Like, I was thinking, do I wait for a Hot Toys one because they're probably going to do a Joker? Then I was like, well, if they're going to take 2 years to do a Mysterio. And that movie's already been out for like not 6 months, about 3 months. Then what on earth are we going to be waiting for this Joker? You know, like 2 years. Can't be bothered with that.
You've seen the pictures? You've seen the pictures, and that figure looks pretty good. The one that you got.
Yeah, it looks brilliant. Just flip the camera.
That's really nice.
Yeah, there's all the accessories he comes with. World's worst camera view, but he looks good. Looks very good.
especially that shot.
Yeah, looks very nice figure.
And that movie's still dominating in the box office.
Yeah, it's probably going to end soon at cinema, so definitely need to go and try and see it one more time before they do finish the run of it. Because really, really good movie. I think it's one of the best that DC's ever made.
And even better than Dark Knight.
I think as a movie, I enjoyed Dark Knight slightly more, but as a Joker, I definitely enjoy Phoenix more.
Nice. That is a big statement.
Yeah. It's close. That I don't know. Actually, maybe I do enjoy Joker more. It's close. It's so close. It's it's tough. It's very tough. I think Joker's definitely in the top 3, though. It's got to be. How about for you?
Yeah, I would put it. I mean, I enjoyed watching it 3 times in the cinema. Like, it didn't get boring once, so
no,
I'd put it top 3.
Yeah, I remember you saying you noticed different things.
Oh yeah,
and there's so many different takes on the ending. Saw one fascinating one this week that was saying at the end, Batman already exists. He's just put Joker in Arkham Asylum. Because obviously he looks older, he's got dark hair, he's got stubble, so they purposely made an effort to make him look older. And they're saying that Batman's just put him in Arkham Asylum, and he's worked out that Bruce Wayne is Batman because he contributed to killing their parents, which is why only he gets the joke, because only he knows. Because he says to the psychiatrist, doesn't he? I'm just thinking of a joke, but you wouldn't get it. Yeah, so that's what people theorise, and I think it's a bit of a wild theory, if I'm honest. But it's an interesting one, and nobody does know still.
I hope it's something, because they wouldn't put all this stuff in there just to be a wild goose chase unless it is.
Yeah,
That'd be a joke in of itself.
Yeah, I actually would. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, he's out.
Joker. Oh yeah, talking to Joker. Sounds like a siren from the movie.
Speaking of tough questions, we did a Q&A this week, right?
We did do a Q&A, and I have to say it was a lot of fun taking the questions from people.
I'm interested in some of these.
Yeah, there's some fun questions, some serious ones, some very good ones, and then some funny ones.
Serious.
Lots of different ones here. So yeah, shall we begin?
Yeah, if you want to go first, yeah.
Okay, awesome. Right, okay. First question, tough question, and it is from FB_official_19 on Instagram. So, favorite Batman story ever, apart from Killing Joke and other popular ones.
Well, what are popular ones?
Well, let's see. Let's discuss it.
Okay. But I would choose Mask of the Phantasm, but I wouldn't even consider that a popular Batman story.
Yeah, that's not necessarily. I mean, yeah, I don't think necessarily it's a popular story. It's a popular movie if you want to differentiate between the movie and the story, if that makes sense. Because obviously people don't talk about the story and origin of Phantasm and just say, oh, a great movie,
Yeah.
It's if that kind of makes sense. Hopefully some people understand what I mean. But yeah, it's a tough question, that one is. I was thinking about this for a while, and the story I came up with was the Justice League Dr. Destiny story, because I feel like that is a Batman story, because that's not an immensely popular one, just purely because of the villain. But I haven't read a lot of comic books. I love the 0 Year idea with Greg Capullo, just because of the suits, the visuals that he did in that comic with Scott Snyder. I think that was fantastic.
Yeah.
But if we're including popular ones, then Dark Knight Returns for me is my favourite. Yeah. So
that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, in terms of if I would go even less popular than Mask of the Phantasm, I would have to say it's never too late. That storyline I liked a lot growing
That's
up
good.
now. And that's
Yeah.
not popular.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's good. That's a good choice. Or the entire Arkhamverse. I think that's one of the most definitive Batman stories that you're ever likely to see.
And
Whether you hate the gameplay or love the gameplay, I think the story is very hard to match.
Are there
from one of
people
the
out there that hate the gameplay?
Yes. Well,
What?
things like the Batmobile and stuff.
Oh,
They don't
okay.
like that, and they feel like missions are too repetitive. Well, if you don't like it, don't play it. Simple as that. Simple as that. There are other games out there. Go and play those instead.
Very true. Do you? Is it my turn?
He'd go for it.
Okay. This one is from at Amazing Purples. Is do you think we'll get any more Justice League in DC AU figure form?
No, contractually, it will be very difficult for DC Collectibles to do that because McFarlane have got the license from them, so I can't see that happening. It would be great, but I don't think it will happen.
Yeah. As sad as that is, I wish it could happen, but
Yeah,
it wouldn't happen.
it should have happened.
So that's an easy one.
It should have happened, but it didn't. It would explain the sort of half-arsed QC that they did on the Justice League figures because they just wanted to get them out before the contract perhaps ended. Who knows?
Oh, that makes perfect sense now.
Yeah, because the lack of joints on some of those figures. Very strange decisions that they came up with for some of them. But they are the most beautiful figures I've ever seen and my favourites. So, love and hate are very close, though, as they say.
That's so funny. They're cheap and quickly rushy, but I also love.
Yeah, it's just what DC Collectibles.
It's also so true, though.
Yeah, yeah. DC Collectibles are horrible for things like that.
No accessories even. Oh well.
True. Yeah, true.
All right, you're up.
Okay, this is from a good friend of mine, at Ricky Wingding on Instagram. Check him out. Really kind guy. He's helped us get some figures as well, which we talked about in the last pod. So, what's the next Batman animated movie crossover that DC should do, similar to like a DC, versus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, something similar to that? What do you think about that?
I know what I would do, but I don't know how they would do it in terms of money and all that and license. But one of my favorite comics ever growing up was a Batman and Spider-Man team up comic book where like Spider-Man takes on the Joker and Batman fights Carnage because they're both kind of similar. And so it was just awesome to see it then in a comic book. I know like that would be probably near impossible nowadays unless Disney just buys Warner Brothers, which that could. I feel like that's more possible than them sharing.
It's very possible, isn't it? I think we'll probably end up in a world where it ends up morphing together one day. I genuinely do think that.
That's scary, but I mean,
It's
I would
scary,
love.
yeah.
I don't think it would happen in the near future.
Yeah, it's a good shout actually. Batman and Spider-Man teaming up. There was rumours about a Spider-Man and Flash movie, wasn't there? A animated movie. I'd seen a lot about that. That was meant to be like a genuine, serious, like concrete rumor. It wasn't like something that people were like a fan request thing. It was actually a genuine rumor that could be happening. It was like the Flash family, the Spider-Verse family, and all that. Yeah, it'd be quite a cool idea. But I'd
love that.
Yeah.
Dang. Was that your choice?
Batman and Spider-Man's a good shout. I couldn't really think of anything for this, to be honest. I mean, if we're talking about a Batman teaming up with similar heroes,
Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo's Scooby-Doo would actually be quite fun. If we can get Conroy as Batman to just have a bit of fun, I think that'd be quite cool. I'd love to see them just do a classic Batman and Superman team up animated movie or something like that. A DCAU style.
Who would you want doing the Superman voice?
George Newbern, 100%.
Ah,
I like Tim Daly, but George Newbern is the one I grew up listening to, and the way he delivers lines, especially in JLU, unbelievable. His voice acting's insane.
okay.
Which side of the fence do you sit on with that?
I'd go with the classic. I'd go the first just because it's the first.
Really? Yeah. Fair play. Understandable.
All right. So, are we good with that question? I'll go on to this one. All right. This one's from Larry at Nerds and Cheese, who's also from STS, guys.
Oh, awesome.
He asked, what's one 80s toy or figure that you wish you had?
That's a good choice, actually. I'm probably going to go with, if we're talking 3, I love the 3 original Kenner Batman 89 figures. Love those 3. Absolutely love those 3, because you even get Bob in those. So I'm classing Bob, Joker, and Batman. I mean, how often are you going to see a Bob the Goon figure?
It would have been brilliant if for the 80th wave they did like an updated, articulated Bob.
Yes.
That alternate head.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
That would be cool. Yeah, that's 3 good. I would pick the original, and I don't know if it's technically 80s, maybe 89, but I want the original Wayne Manors, that playset.
That's a good shout. Yeah.
Kenner made it, and I just think it looks really cool. It would still be good for some Dio shots.
Yeah.
That gothic look. I'd pick that. So that's a good question. Thank you, Larry.
That is a good question, actually. Tough question as well. I guess around that time it was mostly like sort of Star Wars things and
He-Man.
Yeah. It wouldn't have been a lot of Batman, but that's definitely the 3 I would have thought that instantly popped to mind. I don't know if they were 80s or maybe even they were in 90s, those figures, but
Bob was your number 1.
Yeah, I say Bob. I just think it's so cool.
He's your number Bob, 1 guy.
He's the number 1 guy. That was a really good question. That was, and yeah, shout out to STS guys as well. It's a great show.
Yeah.
Okay, so next question we've got is from iben.hornig.photography on Instagram. Really cool guy, a massively supporting figure of the toy community as well. So, and this is a good question. It's one that we don't get asked very often, but what inspired you both to start toy photography?
Scott, you want me to go first or you?
I don't mind. Yeah, well, Batman and DC inspired me, and accounts like yourself and Lewis about the Bat Collector and Simon of at Batman the Animated Fan. You 3 were the accounts that I followed personally before doing Instagram. So yeah, just quite simply Batman and you 3 guys inspired me to do it.
Well, that's cool. For me, it was seeing other people do it and also wanting to implement more stuff, because I would see maybe 1 or 2 accounts really doing it maybe on a regular basis, once or twice a day, or maybe they do it once every other day for the time period. And I was like, man, I want to see more stuff. I want to see this. And also I was on my back, so I had plenty of time to learn it all. And that's right. And also I'd say Batman. Batman animated series.
Batman as ever always has that influence in it, doesn't he?
Kevin Conroy.
I think it's also like just buying figures and then not having anything to do with them. Like we're too old to play with them now, so we're gonna get money's worth.
You need to justify.
I can't just stand there staring at them all day. So let's do some pictures with them. Yeah.
And that way, when I play with them or take pictures of them, because playing with them sounds weird. But when I take pictures with them, I also don't have to dust them as much, because at least they're not just sitting there.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. And it's just good fun, man. Just to be a bit creative for a change.
And it's clean fun. I'm not just sitting there watching TV, but I'm not just out drinking or doing something like I shouldn't be. It's good clean fun.
There's only so many times you can replay through the Arkham games. You've got to do something in between that.
Yeah, you got to do something that makes you want to play him again and inspires you.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I
Yeah,
got
that was a cracking question.
yes, thank you. Ivan underscore Horning. But then this question, and this is from a good friend of the show, Nate, figure fan Nate. And it says, since the end of the year is close, what is your favorite figure so far of 2019?
Oh god, that is a tough question. Wow.
It could be multiple. It's a figure or figs.
So I'm going to assume he means figures that have come out this year.
Yes, sir. Or that you've gotten this year. I would count that.
That is a tough one. That's genuinely quite a tough question. I like the Scarecrow that came out this year. He was a brilliant figure. Bat Cycle was a brilliant release.
It seems like so long ago.
It does, honestly, it does, man. If I was going to go off favourite figures I've brought this year, then it would be the NECA 89 Batman.
Yeah, it counts. That counts because you bought them.
Yeah, that would be favourite. If we're talking released this year, then that's probably.
Oh, I like this. This is a good category.
Oh, this is a tough one. I'm just thinking if it's you and your mind goes blank as to what figures you brought this year. I'm actually going to have to put my life.
So after we're done recording, and then you're like, "Oh yeah, this one." And then I had this.
Can re-record. DC Essentials Red Hood as well. Put him on that.
That one gets on just for his helmet alone. It's brilliant.
He's absolutely amazing. Yeah, he's absolutely amazing. So yeah, I'm gonna go with either DC Essentials Red Hood or NECA 89 Batman. Between the two, NECA 89 Batman best. How about you?
I would say that came out this year. I would have to pick that Batman from the Turtles because it just absolutely.
I totally forgot about him.
I knew you did, and that's why I was like, okay, this will remind.
He's brilliant, and the Damian Wayne as well. He's so sick.
Yeah, I just love that Batman. It's hard for, like, just in a static vanilla pose. He looks so cool all the time. That cape is just money. I'm glad that at least he got a fabric cape, even though they all should have got one. But in terms of other ones, shout out to the Bat Cycle because that Batman alone is cool. Just the articulation.
Yeah.
But then
Grey Ghost as well. Two-Face. Grey Ghost.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like because we've seen those so long, we're like kind of callous to those, but those are brilliant figures. Those aren't to be like just easily dismissed. But there's just so many cool figures that came out this year, so it's hard to boil it down. But if I had to pick one that just came right to mind, I would say that 2-pack Batman Ninja Turtle.
Yeah, it's a good shout. It's a very good shout. You got Alfred as well, Multiverse Alfred. He's
he came out.
Certainly worth a shout. He's good figure.
The whole 80th wave came out.
Yeah. No, I'm more than happy to go with that Ninja Turtles Batman as the number one pick. More than happy to concede that. He's definitely probably the best.
Yeah, that's those are my picks. Or else I could keep going on because we keep remembering more like that.
It's actually true,
wave.
Yeah.
So thank you, figure fan Nate.
Yeah, good question.
Another STS guy.
Yeah, definitely check out that podcast. Brilliant podcast.
All right, now we are on to you. Another question.
Okay. Yeah. So this is from Booster Dubs Dark Gold on Instagram. Booster Gold. Love Booster Gold. Opinion on Swamp Thing. Now, I must say from the start, I haven't seen this. I can't see it. It's not out in the UK, but I know you've seen it. What do you think of it?
I think from what I've seen, I've probably seen 3 or 4 whole episodes. It's done very well. The special effects are really cool. There's a lot of practical effects. It's not just all CGI. It makes Swamp Thing actually relevant to nowadays, which before he's only had a few television shows back in the day and classic comics, but a lot of people don't really know too much about him. The only thing is you don't really care or want to get too invested into the show because it already was canceled. It was like canceled before it started, so it's like, why am I caring? Why am I wasting time? Why am I wasting valuable minutes of my one life watching this show when it's not even gonna get a second season? So it's like, okay, I'm just gonna forget about it.
It's
so
such
much
a
other
shockingly poor DC typical thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh,
And also, why announce
bad.
that it's canceled before the season? It's like, at least wait till after so people will want to watch it.
Yeah, it's such a shockingly poor DC moment, as they always seem to come up with these things, and I don't honestly get what they think. Sometimes having these rumors leaks out, it's very poor from them. Because, like you say, it just before you even go into it, you've already got a preconceived notion that okay, this show's cancelled. So, what is the point, really?
Yeah, the slightest ounce of anything getting bored, you're just like,
my screen. Now you can't see me. Brilliant. Sorry, I carry on.
Just like that at the minute that it starts getting boring, you're like, I don't want to watch this.
Yeah, it's strange, and it's like going into watching Titans, knowing it get cancelled or something. Like no one would really care. But it'd be cool if they tried to incorporate him into Titans, and he's in an episode or something.
That would be cool.
Yeah, if they did something like that, yeah, to do like they did with the Arrowverse, as people call it, where they can mix characters. Yeah,
that would be cool. But yeah, that's my thoughts on Swamp. There's not
yeah.
I do want to get the figure though now.
Yes, the Icons figure just doesn't seem enough.
At least to be a Poison Ivy minion.
Yeah. Oh God, like the horrible Batman Harley Quinn movie with Swamp Thing. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Very strange. Okay, so should we go in for another question?
Yes.
Okay, so the next question is from. Okay, so this is a tough one. Okay, so this is from D Waynet Their Bell. Okay, that is one word. That's D Wayne the Rebel. Yeah, I pronounced it like an idiot for the first time to try and explain that didn't go well. Yes, it's from D Wayne the Rebel. So this is best BTAS action figure. This is a tough one.
What do you pick?
Okay, so I made myself a top three. Number 3 is this guy or girl. Phantasm is number 3.
Nice.
Which I've just dropped on the floor. Brilliant. Number 2, Scarecrow.
The new edition.
Scarecrow is fantastic. But number 1, and I've got to go and just grab them from the shelf. I do apologise.
The Justice League?
Well, I was going to use the Justice League Batman, but I thought he asked BTS, so I thought I'm going to be very specific. And Alfred.
Nice.
For me, Alfred is the best. Well, he's not
also the hardest to get.
He's not yeah, but that is true. He's not my personal favourite. The personal favourite of all the BTS figures would probably be Scarecrow. But just from looking back at pictures of mine, yours, Lewis's accounts, Simon's account, Alfred is the one that is in most of the pictures. And he's brilliant figure, fantastic figure, just encapsulates the character perfectly. There's minor yeah, exactly. There's minor imperfections on every single figure, but it's hard to find one with Alfred. He's brilliant. Alfred for me is number 1. Yeah, I was tempted to put the Bat Cycle figure in the top 3, but I was like, do you know what? That ab crunch is just horrific. So,
you're not a fan of the ab crunch?
No, it looks awful. I'd rather they just didn't put it in there with this new figure. I can understand it for the Bat Cycle, but for the new figure, it just looks so bad.
Okay, I pick Clayface.
Clayface is a good shout.
He looks just like the episode Can't Get Asked for More, and his accessories as well. I pick original Batgirl because I had a McDonald's Happy Meal figure of her growing up, and I just was like, oh, wouldn't it be cool if I had a really nice figure? And I actually do now. And so outside of that, I would have to pick. I'd have to pick Grey Ghost because I think that's just
Good shout. Yeah, yeah.
I mean, we've been wanting the figure for so long. At least they finally made it where we don't have to like pay hundreds of dollars on, at least yet, $100 on eBay for.
True. Yeah,
the
Grey
5.
Ghost is a good shout. Looks awesome as well. Like so show accurate. There's some figures that don't look anywhere
With some
near
great
that show.
Some great accessories, even though they didn't give us the poster.
Yeah, so true. Yeah, the poster. Why did they do things like this? I don't get it. It's gone with the Mad Hatter torches to lost accessories from DC Collectibles and Batman's cape in the expression pack.
That's the one that hurt most people.
Yeah, it's been put in the same oven as that.
All right, well, let's get another question. These are getting good.
Okay. So this question is from Lewis of At the Back Collector. Which
Never heard of him.
I did.
No.
I know. Yeah. Who is this guy? Which non-A League list? Which non-A list DC character would you like to see get a movie next?
Do you already have someone in mind?
Not really. It's a tough one. This. It's difficult. I think
On DC A-lister?
I think it would have been cool to see a Supergirl movie done properly. And I'm talking like with Henry Cavill as Superman, but that's not going to happen now.
Does Zatanna count as a A-lister?
That'd be cool. No, I'd probably not. To be fair, no, that's a cool.
I wouldn't mind her, or Dr. Fate, or something like that. Because then
a
you
cool
have like
idea.
a magical element. It's not just like boring.
That's a cool idea.
Just saying a DC character is boring.
Something like an Apocalypse and New Genesis movie would be quite cool. With sort of like Mr. Miracle and Barda and High Father and Orion. That'd be quite a cool movie to see.
Like the whole story about how they originated and switched suns and all that. So
yeah, that'd be a really cool idea. Yeah, they could have done a movie like that before Justice League. Just something a bit different to have a chance for them to come and fight together, and you've got a real sort of idea of the gravity behind the fight that's about to happen or something. Like you've got a cool idea of what it means to both parties.
That would be such a cool idea, but it's such a cool idea that they would never do.
Yeah, unfortunately. Maybe some more villain movies would be good. Seen a lot of people ask for like Riddler movie or something.
I saw people ask for Lex, and it's like I'm not too interested in Lex. That like to where I'd want to pay money to see it.
You would have to appoint a phenomenal actor for that.
You'd have to.
Like who's at least as good as Phoenix, because it's hard to make Lex interesting. It's easy to make Joker interesting. There's loads of things you can do with Joker, but Lex Luthor's just such a cold, calculating person. You'd need someone to go against him like a Superman or something. You wouldn't be able to do a Lex Luthor movie on his own. It'd be too difficult, I think.
It would be hard. I wouldn't want to be the actor that had to do it.
Yeah, how'd you make a bald guy in a suit look dynamic and then calculating for 2 hours? How do you do that?
I don't know.
Something cool like that, or a Grundy movie would be quite interesting. Just something different, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, because that could be like their horror division, a Grundy.
Yeah, like a really dark
Crow movie. That's a A-lister.
It's like like a really dark movie or something. It'd be quite fun. Yeah.
That would be interesting. Hopefully they are having these meetings and talking about this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I am tired of the same old stuff.
Yeah, it can get kind of boring sometime, but I think now for the next maybe couple of years, it's time for more A-League movies. We've had Shazam now, that's done. We've had the Joker movie. I know it's not technically a B-list movie or anything like that, but it's not been done before. It's something different. Now let's just got a good Batman movie, good Wonder Woman movie, good Aquaman sequel. Let's get some solid movies built up and then have a look at some more characters to add to maybe that universe at a later date.
Suicide Squad will be like the B and C listers.
Yeah, that's going to be very interesting.
To say the least.
To say the least, absolutely.
All right, next question.
Okay, the next question is from the Mark Knight 0229. Again on Instagram. So DC stands, it's a bit of a fun one. DC stands for Detective Comments, but can you think of a funny variation for what it could mean?
I can think of many.
Yeah, there's many things we could use here.
I feel like they'd be quite juvenile.
Yes, yeah. So I was thinking about this earlier of what to say. It's a tricky one. It's hard to keep it clean.
You could say Dick Comics because detectives, their other name is a Dick. Private Eye, a Dick.
I say deceptive and crap sometimes. With some of the decisions they make, yeah.
Especially their film division.
yeah.
Or their comic division too. That could be.
Yeah, it certainly is. Yeah, for their comic division. See people slating the writers all the time.
Deceptive.
Yeah, very deceptive is probably the first word. Maybe decent comics.
Decent comics. That's about fair to what they would be. They're not as bad as Marvel, but they're decent.
Yeah.
They're not in their golden age.
Or if we're talking about Justice League, then definitely crap.
Definitely crap.
Yeah, that could work.
Definitely crap well. Studios. Especially, that would be Suicide Squad. Definitely crap.
Yeah, definitely crap for that. But, yeah. I was trying to think of a DC collectibles one to slate them with, but I can't think of anything right now.
Ooh. Definitely crap at creativity.
I think you're probably right there. Christ, some of their creativity is awful.
Let's do cows today. Let's do this.
I don't understand their obsession with statues and their obsession.
Who is behind all these statues? Is what I want.
Oh, I don't get it, man. I don't understand. Surely Jim Fletcher isn't actually saying let's make more statues. I just feel like it's somebody high up there saying that, oh no, we've got to do this. Some busybody. You know, I can just see it now.
I just can't imagine that too many people are buying it, so I just don't get it. Yeah.
I could just see the type of guy that matches his tie to his socks or something. Walks in every day and just tries to, OCD everything, and he's determined to have his statues out there. They're awful. They're rubbish. Get rid of them. Horrible. These bombshell statues, bin them. They're awful.
And I love how they try to make it classy by saying it's the black and white. I feel like that's just cheap because
it makes it more.
You don't want to paint it. That's not making it classy.
Yeah. black and white is a code word for boring.
We don't want to paint. It's too much of that.
Absolutely boring. So next question then. This is from super __ Harry, which is ARI. There's a new CW show, Green Lantern and the Canaries. What are your thoughts about it?
That announced?
Yeah.
I think I heard about the Canaries. I don't really mind too much about it because I'm not going to watch it. No. And then the Green Lantern I hadn't heard of, so I mean I can't imagine.
It's Green Arrow and the Canaries. It's like the whole show together. That's what it's called.
Oh, I thought you said Green Lantern.
No.
And I thought that because I know for a long time people have been wanting Green Lantern's or Green Arrow's sidekick to be Green Lantern, but I think it's cool that they have the Canaries on there. It's not comic accurate because he's not dating or married to any one of them, so I mean it's cool. I'll see. I'll start to watch a little bit of it, but I'll see what I think. Yeah. But I'm just not too into those shows anymore. I'll watch the crossover for sure, but.
Yeah, naturally, they're gonna have to recast Green Arrow, and they're recasting it as a female Green Arrow, which is weird. And the Canaries, what is the obsession with the Canaries in the Arrowverse? They look awful. I don't understand. People are slating the comic accuracy of the new Black Canary in the Birds of Prey movie. I'm not seeing too much comic accuracy from the Arrowverse, which then gets praised for how good it is. I just think some of the Arrowverse fans are just hypocrites sometimes. Even the Green Arrow costume looks shocking. It just looks like he's been driving a motorbike with his stupid leather outfit.
They've shown the female Green Arrow outfit.
They sort of a little bit. It looks crap. It just
I'll have to look it up.
It's just awful. For a guy that is supposed to be a millionaire like Bruce Wayne, why would you dress up in leathers like that if you're a millionaire and you could afford your own technology with a suit or something? It just looks shocking. But I hate the Arrowverse anyway. Don't like Green Arrow, and a spin-off show about Green Arrow is just a car crash waiting to happen. It'll probably do very well, but I don't. It's rubbish if you ask me.
Yeah, we'll see. My next question.
Next question is from Mario Y 1712. Now this is a good question. Like this one. This is what do you think Rocksteady is working on? And then he personally hopes for a Superman game or a Wonder Woman game or a Green Lantern game.
Ooh. I would hope for a Wonder Woman game. That would be
really
cool. Yeah. I wouldn't really want a Superman game because I just never. I mean, I enjoy the movies and the comics, but I wouldn't want just every power right away.
Yeah.
I want the game to be a challenge. So I think a Wonder Woman game would be fun, and that would, I think, be timely, especially with the movie coming out. So I can see that. Green Lantern would be fun, but I don't feel like enough people would know. I don't think enough people know Green Lantern offhand to just without a movie or something like that. With Batman, you could release an Arkham movie and people know who Batman is.
Yeah.
Green Lantern, I just don't know if he's that publicly known.
Yeah, definitely.
What do you think?
I think they're definitely working on a Batman game. I hope it isn't any other Justice League characters or a Justice League game.
Oh, I thought there already was a game announced though, the Owls one.
Yeah, that supposedly it's not been announced yet, but they've hinted at it. But that's Warner Brothers Studios. So, in terms of Rocksteady, hard to say. I would like to see Rocksteady do a Batman Beyond game. To be honest, I think they'd be best placed to do it.
That would be cool.
But right now, I'm genuinely not sure they're actually working on anything to do with DC, really. Because it was always Warner Brother Games that were working on the Batman stuff or Justice League stuff, whatever. That was what we kind of thought or knew. Now we know it to be more of a Batman game. Although, again, like I said, they haven't officially announced it. But Rocksteady, I'm not too sure. It's hard to say. Similar to you, I kind of hope it's not a Superman game. I don't know how you can make that too interesting, depending on the story. Wonder Woman could work, yeah. If you're going to Themyscira and you have to go fight Ares or something in Tartarus or something.
Where you go through different time periods.
Yeah. Green Lantern, I don't think would work. I think it'd be too limitless. If you're in space and going to other planets, I think it'd be so sort of open world. It'd be boring if that makes sense. I think sometimes with a Batman game that's open world, it's fun because you are contained within an area, but you can explore that area and there's so many different alleys and Easter eggs to find. So I hope it's a Batman Beyond game though, if it was to hope for anything.
Cool. I would love that.
With Conroy and Friedel back as their respective characters, that'd be amazing.
And Ace, the Bat Hound.
I saw they were working on a Damian Wayne as Batman game. That was supposed to be their fourth game. but they pulled the plug on it.
Good.
Yeah, I wouldn't like that. Just do a Batman Beyond game. Like, how hard can it be?
I want that to happen too, because I want more people to know about Batman Beyond, because I do eventually want there to be a movie, but I feel like no one wants a movie because I feel like not enough people know about it. So
yeah, no one's really got the stones to do it yet, have they? I don't know what it is that no one wants to touch Batman Beyond. It's a bit strange.
Hopefully someone has the stones. Someone.
Yeah, someone's got to eventually do it. It's inevitable.
Are you quoting
Thanos? Yeah. Yeah. I accidentally did then. Made myself sick. Okay, so final question, and it's a good question. Yeah, so this is from Legends Inside the Box, and check his Instagram account out, by the way. He's a nice guy, really kind, and offers a lot of support. So, is there an action figure you would like to be made that has yet to be done?
Yes. Many.
Yeah, there's a lot in there. If you could pin it down to one, what would you pick?
If I could pin it down to one figure, it would be a Tigress figure from Batman the Animated Series.
Nice, that's a good choice.
If I could pin it down to a 2-pack or a 3-pack, it would be Tigress with Dr. Dorian and the yellow Selena Kyle.
That'd be sick, that one.
The only person that owns those is Zulu on Instagram.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be sick, that one, if you did that.
I would love it. What about you?
Need something more. I'm going to go for a Lex Luthor DCAU figure. Yeah.
He needs it badly.
There's no Lex Luthor figures out there, and equally no bodies just put Lex head on out there. So
how can you have Superman with no legs?
I don't understand it. I don't get it.
You even have Lois Lane.
Lex is the biggest villain in the whole DCAU, so I don't understand why. They never made one. But it's DC Collectibles for you.
They're leaving more to be wanted. Maybe someday.
They're a very odd company. That's to say the least.
Maybe at next Comic-Con, if they ever get the license back.
If they ever get their own license back, which probably won't happen. Yeah.
That's a good answer. That or Brainiac would be nice, but they'll probably do neither.
Yes.
If only. You had to settle for the DC Essential Brainiac, huh?
Yeah, it's such a crap figure, isn't it? I've only ever done one picture of it. It's not the best figure, but
think of
Brainiac, a Darkseid, or Luthor, maybe the three that I'd love to see, or a Grundy or something would be cool as well.
Darkseid would be nice.
Darkseid look amazing.
Speaking of figures, what is your figure of the week?
Figure of the week. So this was a tough choice, but I'm going to go with. Let me just grab it from here. I'm going to go with this guy. I've been taking a few pictures of him today. It's the Hereafter Superman from Justice League Animated. So watched that episode recently, and yeah, Hereafter Superman is an amazing figure. It's got such cool details. I mean, just look at his cape.
He actually looks like he'd be from the new DC line. He looks pretty up to date.
Yeah, he's a fantastic figure. He really is.
Color-wise.
Yeah. He's definitely going to be my figure of the week. Taken a few pictures of him and haven't taken enough pictures of him in the past. So, and he was expensive to get a hold of as well. It was one of the rarest Mattel figures that they released. So yeah, Superman Hereafter is my figure of the week.
You've been getting a lot of those versions. How many do you have left to go before you'd say you have them all?
Oh, a long way. I'm not going to lie. I'm probably not even halfway through yet, but still got so many of them. There's loads that they made. It's crazy. Like, their commitment to that line was phenomenal.
If only DC Collectibles had that commitment.
Yeah. If only, man. If only.
We'd be swimming in plastic.
It'd be so sick, wouldn't it?
All right. Well, I think that's a good choice. I wish that. At first, I was thinking that you got a custom version of that because it looks so good. All right, my version is my figure of the week is going to be this.
Oh,
The
that's so cool.
Yeah, from Batman Begins. It's a Soap Studios, and I picked it because I just love the versatility of it. The fact that you could take this off, this armor, and you could also put it on Christian Bale's head if you want, or Bruce's. You can put it on this head. This is the ninja head. And the fact also that there's not too many versions of this figure out there. There's a Mafex version, but that's quite expensive as well. So I need to take more pictures of him, and I also feel like in terms of villains, he's underrated, just like the movie. He tends to be forgotten. Ra's al Ghul was played by Liam Neeson. That's a great casting.
It is, yeah. And the movie was phenomenal, Batman Begins.
Oh yeah, especially it's like one of the very few true movies just all about Batman. So at least he got one good movie.
Yeah, that's a great choice. Fantastic figure, and like you say, so versatile. And yeah, Soap Studios killed it with that one.
If only they need to release more. I haven't heard anything from them. We haven't seen
it. They do.
Hopefully they release more soon. Hopefully something.
Definitely.
I'm itching for new plastic. I might have to.
Yeah, they definitely got to do some new figures soon. They really have.
I might do what you did and go and get I'm going to think of him as a Royal Flush Gang member, but what's his name from McFarlane?
Oh, the Wild Card.
Wild Card. I might have to go get one of him, see what he's like.
Yeah, he's cool. We're doing a picture of him this week. He's cool.
I'm itching for new plastic. DC, killing me.
Yep, they got to get some new figures out soon.
If we are Marvel Legend fans, though, we'd be all set.
Oh God. Yeah, thankfully we're not though.
And also, I really do hope that Toy Era Joker comes out in December, just so you have him soon. I want to see what this thing is like.
So hopeful he does. I can't see it, but I'm still hopeful he does.
They gotta rush it out. They gotta rush it out before Hot Toys does their version.
Definitely, yeah. They've got to get their sales in.
All right, well, we're gonna wrap this up. We hope that you guys didn't miss the Batman episode review too much, because we really enjoyed the question and answer part. This was a great idea by Scott, and we want to thank everyone who sent in questions. It's very kind of you, especially on only a day's notice to get that many questions is pretty nice. And there were some fun questions in there, some thinkers, and some ones that only break my heart because it makes me think, what if DC Collectibles would have made this or that? But,
true.
Any last parting words before we go out to the guest portion?
Well, as you say, big thanks to everyone for dropping messages and offering support. Big thanks to everyone who's liking the page as well on Instagram, the DC Figs and Pod page. It's doing really well, so it means a lot. And I hope everyone's enjoying the vidcast as well.
Yes, and we will see you on the other side.